What is going on, everybody? My name is Keenan Costain, and welcome back to another episode of Hornets Recaps. And on today's episode, we'll be discussing the Charlotte Hornets victory over the Houston Rockets, 109 to 99. And without further ado, let's go over the box score and my thoughts throughout this game. All right, so taking a look at the box score for the Charlotte Hornets this game, you had Concanipple leading the way with 24 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 for 13 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. LaMelo Ball, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 for 19 from the field, 5 for 12 from the three-point land. Miles Bridges, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 for 13 from the field, 3 for 8 from 3. For the Houston Rockets, you had Kevin Durant with 31 points, 11 for 21 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3, and 6 for 8 from the free throw line. You had Jabari Smith Jr., 7 for 10, 1 for 3 from the three-point line, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, along with 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Taking a look at the team stats for this game, you had the Charlotte Hornets shooting a 41.4% to the Rockets' 45.8%, so Houston winning the field goal percentage. 3-point percentage goes to Charlotte, 39.5% to the Houston Rockets' 34.8%. Free throw percentage, a win for Charlotte, 90.9% to the Houston Rockets' 75%. Total rebounds, 46 to 40. Offense rebounds, 16 to 12 for Charlotte. Charlotte winning the total rebounds and the offensive rebounds. Defensive rebounds, 30 to 28. Charlotte. Assists, the Houston Rockets winning 24 to 21. Blocks, 5 blocks apiece for both sides. The steals, 17 to 14. Houston winning that one. The turnovers, 20 to 18. Charlotte winning that category, which is a category you don't want to win. So Charlotte again with 20, Houston with 18 points off turnovers. Charlotte winning that one 27 to 14. Fast break points 21 to 14. Houston winning that category with the points in the paint 48 to 34. Points per possession 1.1 for Houston and 1.06 for Charlotte. Personal fouls, 16 to 15. Houston winning that category. And the largest lead of the game for Houston with only 1 point. And with Charlotte, 22. For my Hornets player of the game, it would be Josh Green with 14 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 4 steals, which is a season high, along with points. 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from 3, and 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And Josh Green definitely had his best game of the season for the Charlotte Hornets. And what a spark for Josh Green coming off the bench when Brandon Miller was in early foul trouble in this game. Josh Green's number was called, and he delivered with so many defensive plays with 4 steals, 3 for 3 from 3, shooting the ball extremely well, and went 4 for 4 from the field overall. And he did not miss at all during this game. And if you do the simple math here, 100% overall. So Josh Green is my Hornets player of the game. So, what are my thoughts of this game that took place yesterday in Houston? Well, to start out, it's another great win against a top team in the Western Conference. I think the points on turnovers and on the defensive side, especially, played a great, great factor in this game. And along with the rebounds, has been sensational over the last few weeks during this winning streak. And I just thought the Hornets have really not missed a beat during this winning streak, which is a great thing to see. Taking a look at some honorable mentions during this game, Moussa Diabate played extremely well against Aberon Shangoon. That only held him to 7 points, 3 for 11 from the field, and went 0 from 1 for the 3 point line. That being Shagun. And on Moussa Diabate's end, he had 7 points along with 12 rebounds, going 3 for 5 from the field. And Moussa Diabate playing a huge role, grabbing the offensive glass as well, having a plus 14 while he's on the floor. And with this lineup, before I forget, is currently 14 and 1 during this stretch. So the Hornets doing what they have been doing over the last 3 or 4 weeks now, having the chemistry with this starting lineup. And not only that, just beating teams that they're not supposed to beat, which I've been saying pretty much the last few weeks. So Moussa Diabate gets a nod in my honorable mentions category. It is now 8 wins in a row for the Charlotte Hornets, and it's the first time since 8 wins in a row since 1999, and it has been over 25 years since that feat has happened. And wow, what a great stat to be a part of during this time. And I just never thought this team would ever get to a winning streak like that. And it's just great to see. So 8 wins in a row for for the Charlotte Hornets, and that is a stat where they can possibly grow on, which we'll get to more in a minute. Now, when it comes to 8 in a row for this Charlotte Hornets team, are they legit? Are they ready to take the next step? My answer is yes. I think this team is legit. We are currently in the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference in a planned tournament as of today, and we are currently tied with Chicago, who is currently going through a rebuild mode. I say they're a legit team right now, definitely, because they were able to beat the Spurs, Rockets, Thunder, Nuggets, and Lakers, which are currently the top 5 teams in the Western Conference. And so far, we have not seen the Detroit Pistons as of yet, who is first in the Eastern Conference. But for right now, with everything going on right now, and fingers and toes and knock on wood, they continue, that being the Hornets, playing like they have been over the last few weeks. So is this team legit? Yes, I would say so. Now, Kobe White, a new addition to the Charlotte Hornets, who was recently traded from Chicago in exchange for Colin Sexton, just found out this earlier, according to multiple reports, that he will play after the All-Star break. Apparently, he is dealing with a calf injury, so he's making the right precautions during this time on making sure that he's ready to go when the Achilles or calf is ready to be healed up. And with Kobe White, again, will play at the All-Star break. So guys like Trey Mann, LaMelo Ball, obviously, will have to make some notable moves and notable plays at the point guard position. Now, some notable trades I did not mention, or some recent signings as of late and or releases. Mike Conley Jr. will officially be part of the Minnesota Timberwolves team, being part of a trade package as of the trade deadline yesterday. Xavier Tillman Jr. has been traded to the Charlotte Hornets along with cash considerations, and the Boston Celtics receives a second round pick in 2030. So Xavier Tillman, a big man who is 6'8" tall, will be part of the Charlotte Hornets roster to add some veteran presence along with this young group of players. So Xavier Tillman Sr. is a Charlotte Hornet. And one last detail during the Noble Trade and Releases category, KJ Simpson has been released by the Charlotte Hornets as of today before I started this recording. KJ Simpson has appeared in 50 appearances throughout his career with 17 career starts with the Charlotte Hornets, averaging 7.3 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 1 steal, and 21.3 minutes per game across 50 appearances, 17 starts with the Charlotte Hornets team, and 35 G League starts, with all of them being career starts for the Greensboro Swarm. So KJ Simpson being waived, and that makes an interesting choice being a young player on the move. And with that being said, Trey Mann, LaMelo Ball, and soon to be Charlotte Hornet, Kobe White, excuse me, making his debut for the Hornets, and it could bring up some cap space. It could bring up some point guard depth that the Hornets need, not only during the trade deadline yesterday, but during after the trade deadline. So KJ Simpson has been waived by the Charlotte Hornets. The next game for the Charlotte Hornets will be another road game against the Atlanta Hawks, and this is the last game of this road trip before they get back to Charlotte, North Carolina. And with this team, can they make it 9 in a row? That being the Hornets, and are the Hawks looking to pursue a upset right now against the hottest team in the league? And although they did make some moves during this trade deadline, that being the Hawks, no longer having Kristaps Porzingis, and much earlier in the year, Trae Young. So let's see if the Hornets can capitalize on another road trip win and if they can make it 9 wins in a row. So that will do it for another episode of Hornets Recaps. Again, my name is Keenan Costain, and if you like what you see, feel free to give it a like and subscribe down below for more. Like I said earlier, the next game will be against the Atlanta Hawks on the road on Saturday, February 7th, 2026. And we'll see what happens for this game that will take place tomorrow. And the Hornets, can they make it 9 in a row? Can they get another win against a Southeast opponent? We shall see later on tomorrow. And until next time, have a good one, folks. See ya. Bye.